Today I'm going to talk about Singapore's secondary DSA process. My son is 12 years old and he will have his PSLE exam this year. We are all focused on the DSA application from May to August. I will go through the detailed DSA process with you with my son's personal experience during this period. Before we talk about DSA, if you are not in Singapore, you may not know what its meaning is. What is DSA Secondary? DSA Secondary is direct school admission for secondary schools, which means that your child can be directly admitted to a certain school before PSLE. Before we enter into the DSA detailed discussion, firstly I will introduce the PSLE. What is PSLE in Singapore? The Primary School Leaving Examination, PSLE, is a national examination in Singapore that is administered by the Ministry of Education and taken by all students near the end of their 6th year in primary school before they move on to secondary school. This exam will determine which secondary school your child will be admitted to. This picture shows the PSLE scores information. Students will be scored by achievement levels based on their individual performance in the PSLE subject, regardless of how their peers have done. Each achievement level will reflect how well students have done relative to learning objectives of the curriculum. Your child's PSLE score will be the sum of the achievement levels of their 4 PSLE subjects: English, Math, Science and Mother Tongue. PSLE scores can range from 4 to 32, with 4 being the best possible total score. Now you have basic understanding of PSLE scores. Next is the Singapore Top Secondary Schools Admission Cutoff Points Year 2023. You can visit the following to get a full list. As you can see from the list, if your child wants to get admitted to one of the top secondary schools, the PSLE result should be less than AL8, but if your child wants to enter Raffles Girls' School or Raffles Institution, the PSLE result should be less than AL6. Direct school admission, DSA, can indeed be a strategic pathway for students who may not excel academically but have other talents or strengths that align with a school's offerings. If your child is not particularly strong in academics but you still aspire for them to gain admission to a top secondary school through DSA, planning early, around primary 3, is a wise approach. Here's how you can prepare. 1. Identify strengths early. Determine your child's strengths and interests, whether they are in sports, arts, leadership, or other areas. Encourage participation in activities that align with these talents. 2. Skill development. Enroll your child in relevant programs, clubs, or extracurricular activities that enhance their skills. For example, if your child is inclined toward sports, joining a sports academy can help them hone their abilities. 3. Building a portfolio. Start compiling a portfolio that showcases your child's achievements and participation in their area of strength. This could include certificates, awards, and records of participation in relevant activities. 4. School selection. Research and identify secondary schools that offer DSA programs aligned with your child's talents. Each school may have different criteria and areas of focus, so it's important to choose schools that match your child's strengths. 5. Prepare for DSA interviews and trials. Schools may have interviews, trials, or auditions as part of the DSA process. Familiarize your child with what to expect and provide opportunities for practice, whether through mock interviews or participating in similar events. 6. Engage with teachers and mentors. Teachers, coaches, and mentors can provide valuable guidance and support. They may also be able to write strong recommendations for your child when the time comes. 7. Monitor academic performance. While focusing on DSA, it's still important to ensure your child maintains a reasonable academic standard. Some schools may consider academic performance as part of the overall assessment. Even for DSA, starting early allows you to cultivate your child's talents and build a strong application for DSA, increasing their chances of gaining admission to a top secondary school. DSA-Sec seeks to broaden the recognition of talents and achievements beyond academic grades. P6 students can gain direct entry to certain secondary schools based on their talent in sports, CCAs and specific academic areas, etc., before taking the primary school leaving examination, PSLE. P6 students can apply for DSA-Sec based on a wide range of talents, including sports and games, visual, literary and performing arts, debate and public speaking, science, mathematics and engineering, languages and humanities, uniformed groups, leadership. If your child is admitted to a secondary school through DSA-Sec, they are not allowed to 1. Submit school choices during the secondary 1S1 posting process. 2. Transfer to another school. They must commit to their chosen school for the duration of the program. However, the DSA-Sec is not a pathway that suits every student. To determine if DSA-Sec is an appropriate pathway for your child, you should carefully consider your child's strengths and interests, and the school's programs and their ability to develop specific talent. For detailed information you can go to MOE website, https://www.moe.gov.sg/secondary/DSA. You can find out the whole application process and DSA key dates during this process. Above is the detailed background of the DSA. Now let's show you the detailed DSA application process with my son's personal experience. Let me introduce my son's profile before we go through the whole process. His primary school is the normal neighborhood school, which is within 1 kilometer distance of our home. He likes playing piano and got the piano level 8 certificate this year. He is the CCA leader, model pupil and prefect since primary 3. His CCA is Scouts Uniform Group and he won the Akela Award this year. There is quite a lot of leadership training during these 3 years of CCA. Of course his academic result is also quite good. The average score is around 6 to 8. Not very stable as he is a careless person and does not focus on details. Every time got points deducted due to silly mistakes. From the beginning of this year, 2024, we are discussing the DSA secondary schools and which domain he should apply. For the DSA domain-wise, he has quite a lot of choices. He is good at playing piano and quite interested in math. He is the leader of Scouts Uniform Group. But after careful consideration and understanding your strong and weak points, we drop off performing arts and mathematics. We only focus the leadership and uniform groups. Why do we drop off the performing arts and mathematics? Because you need to participate in quite a lot of competitions outside of school and you need to win quite a lot of competition awards. Let's take mathematics for example. Your child needs to participate in all kinds of Olympic mathematics competitions and he must win awards. If you don't have all these awards, you don't have any chance compared to other students. So that's why you need to plan and prepare the DSA earlier, because all the awards or certificates take time and you will not be able to make it at the last minute. We have collected all the schools which have DSA leadership and have CCA with uniform groups into the Word document. This Word document also includes the past year admission cut-off points and list of CCAs related to uniform groups. This will help us to go through the school selection easily. For the school selection, you can select up to 3 schools. We selected Raffles Institution, Watchung Institution and Dunman High School for the 3 choices. My son's average score is around 6 to 8, so we decide to choose schools with cut-off points within /4 points, that means between AL4 AL12. We also considered the distance between school and home, his interest and school's reputation and rankings. Raffles Institution and Watchung Institution are top 2 secondary schools in Singapore for boys. Dunman High School has good ranking and is very near our new home. All of the 3 have DSA domains for leadership and characters. My son put Raffles Institution as first choice as he likes their Scouts uniform group CCA. He likes to continue his Scouts CCA journey in secondary school. Now we have decided the domain and schools for DSA application. You can fill up DSA-Sec application template. This is not the official application form, it is just the template which you can pre-fill all the necessary information. You need to fill up your child's particulars, the school's name, talent area or domain which you like to apply to, the program selected if the school has IP or normal SEC. The most important part is to fill up the non-school-based awards/activities. Although it is stated as optional, you must fill up some awards/activities, otherwise it is quite difficult to get the chance for trial or interview. Remember to fill up the non-school or not record in your child's report book awards/activities. You can take out your child's report book to filter out all the awards/activities already recorded. The brief description is the critical part. Don't just state the activities your child has done, you need to specify how your child uses his talent to participate in the activities. Let's take the leadership as an example. My son filled up on how he demonstrated his leadership during the activities. This is the key point which can attract the attention of the teacher who may give you a chance for a trial or interview. Lastly, you need to fill in the parents' particulars and contact information. After you prepare all the information and fill up the form, the next step is to submit your child's application online through the DSA-Sec portal online. It is just copy and paste information from your pre-filled template into the web page and click Submit. Remember, you can edit your choice or information anytime before the deadline. A confirmation of the DSA application will be emailed to your email address with attachment in PDF format of all the information you have filled up. Here I show you the confirmation emails from 3 schools. Raffles Institution Acknowledgement Email, Watchung Institution Acknowledgement Email, Dunman High School Acknowledgement Email. After the application deadline, we just wait for the school's interview invitation. Each school has their own schedule to issue the interview invitation email. You can visit the school's official website to check their schedule. Some schools will request students to submit their personal statement, such as Raffles Institution, but Watchung Institution and Dunman High School are not required. Here I show you the personal statement request email from Raffles Institution. Click the link in the email to fill up the online form. The web form is like this. Raffles Institution requests your child to list 5 leadership/character service awards or achievements in rank order and leadership position/role held. It also needs your child to write a personal statement to describe himself. Luckily, we receive interview invitation emails from all 3 schools. Here I show you the interview invitation emails from all 3 schools. Raffles Institution Interview Invitation Email, Watchung Institution Interview Invitation Email, Dunman High School Interview Invitation Email. After you receive the interview invitation email, you need to prepare for the interview questions. Some common questions as follows: 1. Tell us about yourself. 2. Why are you interested in attending our school? 3. What are your strengths and weaknesses? 4. Can you describe a time when you faced a difficult challenge and how you overcame it? 5. What do you hope to contribute to our school community? 6. Tell us about a project or accomplishment you're particularly proud of. 7. How do you handle setbacks or failures? 8. What do you see yourself achieving during your time at our school? 9. How do you handle conflicts or disagreements with others? 10. Can you provide an example of a time when you demonstrated leadership skills? 11. What other schools have you attended the interview? 12. Why put our school in the second or third in your application? Some interviews have group tasks or tests in which the teacher will observe how your child behaves in the group activities. Other interview questions are very random and it all depends on your child's answer. So just let your child be prepared and enjoy the process. They definitely will learn a lot through this selection process. Some schools may have several rounds of interviews. It all depends on the domain and schools, but there is only one round interview for the above 3 schools in leadership domain. Next is the toughness part of the process, waiting for the selection results. Most of the schools will send out the confirmation offer, CO/waiting list, WL/rejection email during August month. Some domains such as sports or arts will send out earlier. Academic and leadership will be a little bit late until the end of August. You can visit the website https://www.kiasuparents.com/kiasu to share information with other parents during this long waiting period. There is a forum on this website where you can ask questions and share DSA interview information with other parents. We received the bad news on August 26 from Watchung Institution for an unsuccessful DSA application. We put the Watchung Institution as our second choice. My son told us that he felt very good during the interview and his team won the game during the group task. So we held higher expectations to get the offer from Watchung Institution, but the outcome gave us a shock. Here is the rejection email from Watchung Institution. We still have another 2 chances, so I tried to search all the result release dates for Raffles Institution and Dunman High School. I got this information from CCAs forums that Raffles Institution will release the result by the end of August, but Dunman High School will release the result by snail mail after September 9th and not by email. Finally, we received good news from Raffles Institution by around 4 p.m. August 28, a confirmation email. Raffles Institution is our first choice and it is my son's dream school. We are very glad that all the hard work has paid off. Here is the email. We received Dunman High School rejection snail mail on September 6. In the end, I'd like to show some DSA statistics which I got from the internet. From the table, you can see the application rate has increased steadily from the year 2020 30% to this year 39%. That means as more and more parents choose to apply the DSA for their children, the competition will become more intense. But the good news is that the success rate is quite stable at 30%. Hope this DSA past experience can help other parents to prepare their children for the following year's DSA application. Please help to subscribe to our channels if you like this video, and we will share more videos about our life and experiences in Singapore.